All right, we're going to so your scales haven't moved. Have they gone? They haven't gone up. Right?
Correct.
Okay. How was the workout at CrossFit? Are you feeling more energy, less energy, or how are you feeling?
More sore, but I don't know if it's because we've started this new programming, but I've been more sore.
Okay. Do you feel like that you're pushing a little bit more weight than normal?
Possibly.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not dissatisfied.
Okay. All right. So on your, what you do is go down just to tweak a little bit and go a little bit less on your carbs. And on your off days, when you're not working out, you need to probably drop your carbs even further.
I tried to drop them today from 84, and I think I ended up getting like 63. I wanted to cut them in half, but I didn't do a great job at that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you can definitely drop your carbs to about 50%.
Okay.
So, and then bring it back up. So your total, I don't have your paperwork in front of me right now. Your total carbs for the day.
84.
84 grams?
Yeah.
We actually might need to increase a little bit to see if there's a little bit of a change. If your workouts are not, if you don't feel like you're getting any stronger and can push more weights in your workout, you might need to increase your carbs just a little.
Okay.
So if yours are 84, try going up to 100.
Okay.
How that feels a little bit different. Now on the day you're not working out, you want to drop it back down to 50 and then increase your amount of fat grams about an extra 20 grams.
On days I'm not working out, increase the fat by 20 grams.
Yeah. 10
okay.
to 20 grams. 10 to 20. So if you feel comfortable at 10 extra grams, it's fine. It's not there. You could go on up to 20 because you want to drop your carbs pretty low on your non-workout days.
Okay.
In a way, what you guys are doing is a form of carb cycling.
Yes.
So you're really kind of posting pre and post workout, and then with rest days, you're going down on your carbs while you go up on your fat.
Okay.
Your should always be consistent. So
gotcha.
Whenever you're having rest days, keep the protein consistent. Just drop your carbs about half. You can go half, or anywhere from 5 to 600 grams, and then you can increase your fat grams to 20 grams.
Okay.
So that way, we just lost someone.
Stacy's coming over here and joining me. She's got a bunch of static and mine has none. So
okay, that'll work. And Allison, you're kind of coming and going. Okay. Well, there's still static. What's going on? That's weird. Okay.
It's you guys and your Apple devices.
No, maybe it's yours.
Mine has no static.
Nice I know, try. But we all hear it.
Yeah, maybe it's you.
Maybe yours is producing it.
It's possible. I can go log into my Chromebook and see.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so you guys all got that though? On your rest days, you drop your carbs, keep the proteins the same, and increase your fat grams. Did you all get that?
Yeah, how much do you want us to drop the carbs by?
Right around 50 to 100 grams. So you don't want to go too low. So like, you don't want to go below 50 grams. So okay. if you're normally consuming 150 grams, you can drop it down to 100 or down to 50, but never below 50.
Now, are we supposed to be tracking the carbs in our spinach and broccoli and stuff like that? Don't count those.
No. Those are such a low glycemic index carb. There's really no need to track that. It's
okay.
Unless you're a number gal and you love the numbers and the number crunch, that's fine. But to me, it's overwhelming.
Okay.
So you've got very little carbs in that. You've got way more vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients than what you have carbs. So
Gotcha.
I wouldn't even count it
Okay.
at all. All right. Anybody else got anything?
I might have a dumb question.
No dumb question.
When we're measuring out like our like if we're doing chicken, and we're weighing it, do we weigh like, let's say we're doing 6 ounces, do we weigh it before or after we cook it? Because that changes.
You're supposed to weigh it before you cook it, technically. I always like to do it afterwards. To me, that's a more accurate reading. Technically, by the book, you're supposed to do it before you cook it. Yeah.
That's a good question.
Very good question.
We weighed it after, didn't we? We cooked it and then we weighed it.
How is everybody else feeling regarding workouts or the scales moving? Can you tell a difference?
We've only done it 2 days, so.
Yeah, this is day 2.
Okay.
The scale, I mean, it went down just a little bit, but that could have been because I was dehydrated this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I think mine was down 1 pound, but I'm still probably just a hair over what I was on Saturday when we did the in-body, so.
Okay. All right.
But
I feel pretty good though.
yes, I feel fine. I just have a hard time. I think I've managed 5 out of 6 meals because yesterday I was not hungry at all. I had to force myself to eat lunch.
Okay.
But then what I ended up doing today, it made it a little better, was I figured out I got the bone protein because that's one I can do, and found some vegetable juices, those naked juices.
Yes.
They've got some vegetable heavy ones, and that's where I was getting the carbs in the morning or this morning, and that helped a lot for me to be able to actually eat some a little bit more. So I can get the carbs. It's just I've had to figure out how to drink and to get some of the protein and carbs so that I can actually get as much as I can. Gotcha.
And that was not a pre-workout drink. That was just this morning for breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We lost Nancy. There you go, Nancy. Nancy, how are you doing?
I'm just getting started.
Okay.
It has really helped having some of those postings that Angie's been doing with the food and the menus that she's doing.
Yes.
This is the first time I've ever done something where I'm having to count everything.
Gotcha.
I've never been a dieter. That's just not me.
Yeah, I understand.
So many eating plans are, you can't have this.
I know.
And so having a list that says you can have that is very helpful. That's the best part.
Yeah.
For me.
Well, and the main thing is I really want you guys to focus on God-made food, because that's where you're going to get your most nutrition for your muscles, your cells. You need that in order for your metabolism to work. So focusing on that is very important. And the main thing is too, I know you had messaged me today about the calories. Don't be a calorie counter. And I know that we can get wound up with calories. One day our body might need a certain amount of calories, and the next day it might need 200 calories less. It really depends on the demands of the day. You really kind of look more at the macros instead of the calories. So, and we might need to adjust your macros. Like Angie's, we might need to increase it a little bit more for your workout to see if we can see a little bit of a difference. So your macros are what's most important. These are the ones that we're really going to be moving around a lot. So again, no more calories. Look at your macros. Every meal, doesn't matter if it's a workout meal or not a workout meal, you want to, again, have the exact same amount of protein macros, grams. And the only thing that's changing and manipulating is if you're working out, you need to have higher carbs, fat only. And if we're not working out, drop those suckers down and then raise the amount of fat. So we're trying to make our body burn up fat when we're not working at all. So your muscles are open and ready to receive and utilize all of the carbohydrates you're consuming. So I kind of want to go into detail on that tonight. I'll do that. But it's important that you just fuel it around that time. And there might be some days that you're not going to push it at CrossFit. I get that. So those days you might need to maybe back off 10, 20 grams of carbs from what I provided. And that's totally okay because you haven't pushed yourself in the gym as much. So you don't need as much in order to fuel those muscle fibers. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Wilson, how are you feeling? Are you having any kind of extra energy during the workout? Or are you feeling tired? Are you feeling different pant size? What are you feeling so far?
It's breaking up really bad.
Okay. I'll message you later because I'm going to find out how to. All right. So let's just kind of dive into a couple of things tonight. I've got my little notes covering everything. If you're doing high intensity workouts, okay, you're going, your body's utilizing carbs. When you're doing low intensity, which is our warm-up, the body is utilizing fat. Can you guys hear me? There's a lot of feedback.
You're kind of coming in and out, but we can make out what you're saying.
Okay. It's really weird. Are you hearing feedback?
Yes.
There's a lot of feedback. I teach a Zoom class on Monday nights, and I normally don't have feedback, so this is weird. So, okay. So when you're doing lower intensity, you're burning up fats first. When you're doing high intensity, you're burning up the carbs. Okay? So when your insulin is low, insulin is basically produced in the pancreas, right below your page here, right in the middle. And that pancreas, the pancreas is a lot like a bus depot, and your insulin is your buses, and it only dispatches the buses on demand. So when you eat a large amount of carbs, like post-workout, the pancreas or the bus depot is triggered. It dispatches the amount of buses it needs to go into the bloodstream, take some of those high blood sugars from the foods you just ate, and it hauls it over first to the muscles. It refills your muscles up. So if you've exhausted your muscles, this is what you need. That's why you need the amount of carbs to refill it up pretty quick. And any leftovers will be hauled off to our storage unit. So that's why I can give me some feedback on how you're doing, because our storage unit is our fat cells. We don't want that to happen. Not at all. So let's just take the whole scenario of carbs and no sugar. So let's just say we're having a birthday and we eat a large amount of carbs at a meal. The bus depot is triggered, dispatches a lot of the bus into the bloodstream, takes in all those blood sugars from the food you just ate, hauls it over to your muscles that have not been working today, and very little is dropped off in your muscles. It's going to have to be dropped off somewhere, though. So then it's hauled over to our storage unit, which is our fat cells. So that's why it's important to not want to overconsume too many carbs at a sitting, especially on a day that you're not working out. Okay? We want to prevent any type of fat making from taking place. When you've exhausted your muscles in the workout, your body's like, give it to me. Give me all of the carbs you can give me at that moment. So that's the purpose of the pre and the post. So when you eat pre, what you're doing is burning up the amount of carbs that's in your bloodstream first. And then when you start to really get into the intensity, now you're going to be burning up the carb stores in your muscles. Eventually, it's going to start to burn up fat cells. but it has to go through the carbs first. You need the carbs to push yourself through the workout in order to basically break down muscle, give you more strength and endurance to make it through that workout even quicker and stronger, lifting more weights and you to be a little bit faster. So that's the purpose of the carbs around that amount, around your body. The refilling after, you've got that time of about an hour. When your muscles shove me into sugar, give it to me now. So it's important you get that sugar shoved into those muscles. Okay? Are y'all understand? I know I touched a little bit briefly on this last week. I just need you to understand the whole purpose of that. So the insulin is timed, it's ready to move all the carbs for your post-workout meal over into your muscle fibers. Very important at that time because you want to refill it because it prepares your body for the workout for the next day. That's the big thing, the next day. So the rest of the day, you want to make sure you don't have any extra amounts of carbs coming into your body because it's the same scenario. You're not going to be eating there's no muscle fibers that used up a lot if you are doing a rest day or if it's at the end of the day when you've worked out that morning. So you don't want to massively coming in the body because the more insulin is produced, the higher your chance of fat storage taking place. When you have very little insulin produced, you have no chance of fat storage taking place. So insulin's main job is to basically haul sugars over to muscles. When it gets that bad reputation of the fat-making hormone, that's when we are not timing our macros right and we're consuming too many carbs at that meal setting when our body doesn't need it, when our muscles don't need it. Does that all make sense, guys? Okay. So again, pay attention to how you're feeling. The scales should be dropping within the next, I would say by Friday, the size should be dropping. So if you're not really sure what's going on, message me and we'll get you in. We'll do another in-body and we're going to see if you're actually gaining muscle or body fat. And we might need to do some tweaking. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. I don't want you guys keep on, if something's not right, I don't want you to keep on going the way you're going. We've got to do some tweaking to make sure that we're spot on with you. Okay?
How would we know what to expect?
You're going to have way more endurance in your workout. You're going to feel like you're like major beast load overload.
Okay.
It's kind of that strange type, oh my gosh, where did this energy come from?
Okay.
And so you're going to be able to push the weights harder, faster. Your speed's going to be faster. You can add an extra 5 pounds, 10 pounds of weights on your bar and you're feeling great. It's not a struggle for you.
So when all of that happens and the scale still doesn't move, that's okay.
That is correct. Because what you're doing, you are increasing muscle. And as you increase muscle, you're burning up fat.
Okay. So
you'll be doing that route.
Okay. Okay.
So, but pay attention to your body. And again, if you're like, I'm not quite so sure, I might need to tweak this, then let me know. And we'll get you in to do another in-body. Because I don't want you to continue struggling. That's why I keep asking you, how are you feeling? How's the workouts? How's the pant size? Because it all should be doing some changing. Sometimes your scales will never change. Never. Mm-hmm. But you could drop 3 pant sizes. Simply because you are gaining muscle while you're losing body fat. So, and that's what's more crucial. You want to drop the body fat percent so that basically it puts you at a way better health, fit.
Sure.
So muscle, the more muscle you have, the quicker the fat weight you can get rid of. That's why men have an advantage over women because they have more testosterone in their bodies. Therefore, they can build up muscle way quicker than what we can. We have to work pretty hard for it. So eating for performance is really good for us because we've got to have that extra little push.
Okay.
Did I mention to you guys anything about a growth hormone last week?
Ghrelin?
growth hormone.
You said it is activated in the 7th hour of sleep.
Yes. What other time does it become activated? Do you remember?
No.
Okay. It is activated when you're lifting weights.
Okay.
Okay. So there's only 2 ways that it's activated there. So I'm making my notes so I don't repeat next week either. I just want to make sure you guys get this. So it is definitely produced in your 7th hour sleep. So sleep is wonderful. You've got to get your sleep. But it's also produced when you're lifting weights. So every time you do CrossFit, basically it ignites your metabolic fire. Now, the thing of it is, growth hormone is going to be shutting down if you give yourself a carb. So it shuts down in the presence of a carb. But we also have this window, this little anabolic window where we need to actually feed our muscles before, basically, if you can imagine your muscles have little baby mouths, it's ready for that liquid bottle of sugar to come in and feed it pretty quickly. So you have an hour to feed it before they basically shut off their mouths, so to speak. Okay? But you don't want to give it too quick because you're also shutting off that growth hormone. Growth hormone speeds up that metabolism. So basically, when you walk out of CrossFit, your muscles are on fire. It's still igniting and it's burning up lots of fat cells while you go on home and do your thing. But you've got to fuel your body. So my big thing is I want to wait till about 45 minutes after I finish working out before I start eating, but make sure I eat before the 60 minutes are up. So I'm hitting that magic spot of basically riding out the growth hormone for 45 minutes to get that extra burn while I'm doing my thing. And then I'm actually also feeding my body when it's in the prime time of receiving the insulin and the sugars. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So that's the best time to do it. If you are not wanting fat loss, then you want to consume a carb, a liquid carb, right after you get done working out. Because that will shut down the growth hormone. So fat loss is not going to take place, and it's already filling up your muscles really quick. So most people want to wait it out just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Oh, another thing. Some people that has done Eat to Perform will come up to me later and say, I'm not having this bowel movement. I'm not going 1 to 3 times a day. I've got some issues here. So if that's taking place, we want to make sure you're getting plenty of magnesium-dense foods, and I can send you guys a link of some magnesium-dense foods, or you can take an extra magnesium supplement with that. So that can definitely help out. So that's one of the things that I've had before. I don't think anybody's ever told me they've had issues with the opposite. Usually it's constipation if they have any issues. I've talked about the active recovery days where you decrease your carbs and increase your fats. There's also some websites. Eat to Perform, a few years ago when I offered this, they had a ton of free information. Well, I think they've caught on that a lot of people is now following their programs. So now you have to buy into their program. But I'm still finding every once in a while some Eat to Perform recipes on the internet, Pinterest. So there's some good things that you can go there. Sometimes it's called ETP, or just spell it out, Eat to Perform, on there. There's a couple of Facebook pages that I've tried to get into. It's private group. And I'm waiting to see if I can get into this one that I just actually tried to get on today, and it's called Better Dieting by Eat to Perform. So
I'm in that one.
You are in that one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so maybe I will be accepted into that one as well. But there's some pretty good articles that was free that I could read on that one. But there's a lot of articles that's been done under the Eat to Perform through the years. So you can probably still find some of those on Facebook as well. Trying to think of anything else just to cover tonight to get you guys going before the next one. The main thing is the tweaking period is normally about a 3-week range, 2 to 3 weeks. So I still want to make sure that you guys are doing okay. So communicate with me to make sure that everything's going okay. And what I'm looking for is, are you increasing your speed or your endurance or your strength? Okay, that would basically be number one. How is your performance? The second thing I'm looking for is, how's your pant size? So if things are getting a little looser, that's the second assessment. If none of that is changing, then we need to tweak it. Okay, we got to figure out your body chemistry so we can tweak it, because I don't want to continue, it going into the 4th week or 5th week of this and it hasn't been tweaked. So I want to make sure that we're spot on with that. Okay. Y'all have any questions for me?
Sometimes I work out twice in a day. So like on Thursdays, I'll work out in the morning and then I'm coaching, and I'm not doing like a technical WOD, but I'm very active. Would that change my macros?
No, it would not. In fact, it makes you burn up more fat.
Okay, so just leave it as is.
Yep, leave it as is. Now, if you're just teaching and you're walking around a lot, that's fine. But if you actually jump in and do another WOD with them, that will change it up a little bit. Then you might need to increase a little bit of your macros. But if you're not doing that, you're walking around, just typical coaching, you're going to be just fine. You're actually burning up more fat.
Okay. On Wednesday nights, I do hot yoga from 9 p.m. till 10 p.m. Should I eat it? Yeah, it's super late. Should I eat carbs at 10 p.m.?
Are you real active in the hot yoga? I know you're doing a lot of sweating.
Yes.
Is it one of those really fast moving?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't eat some carbs afterwards, that's a lot of carbs to eat though. And you're working out that morning as well, or is that the only workout for the day?
No, I work out in the morning too.
Okay. I would do your post-workout carbs for the morning workout, but save a little bit of your carbs for pre-yoga and maybe just a smidgen of it for post-yoga. You just don't want anything heavy like you would for the morning post-workout.
Okay.
You're going straight to bed. Just a little bit to help refuel. And that's one of those things where it's you're gonna have to figure out through trial and error how many carbs your body's gonna need around the yoga to support your workout the next day. So if you're working out, say Thursday morning, and you didn't eat anything after yoga, you didn't eat anything before yoga, and you went to work out Thursday morning, and your workout was really suffering, then you don't have enough carbs in your muscle stores from the night before. So you're going to have to increase some carbohydrates, a little bit pre and a little bit post, just to support it, and basically replenish it so your workout doesn't suck the next day, basically.
But if the workout does suck, am I still burning fat?
Yeah, you're burning fat.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely are burning fat. You just won't have the energy to push through.
Okay.
Now, you could get to the point, though, also, when you're working out, you're putting your body through stress. Stress is good. But when you're exhausted, like no sleep, or you have like no fuel in your body and you're pushing through, you could go past the point of good stress into a bad stress. So maybe before you work out the next morning, grab up a little bit of something to drink to kind of get you going. Like Matt had mentioned, a little bit of that naked fruit juice stuff, just a little bit to kind of get you going the next day.
Okay.
So not a large amount at all.
Okay.
Christy, I had a question. Is it bad if you go past an hour?
It's not bad. There's a lot of research that says, you can go 2 hours, or it doesn't matter. Majority of the research that I have been reading over 20 years now, majority of them say it's really the best time to have it is within that anabolic window. But we're not all the same cookie cutter. So if your body responds to eating an hour and a half later or 2 hours later, and it still responds in a positive way, then go for it. Definitely go for it. That's one of those things, again, we've got to figure out your body chemistry. Is going to shut it down or not? And what determines it is your workout 24 hours later, basically, the next day. And if you're pushing it really hard, you're going great, and you're not getting off the suffering, then obviously your body can handle an hour and a half workout or 2 hours.
Well, sometimes we don't get home and get cooking in an hour from CrossFit. So sometimes it's not exactly an hour, or it might be a little later. But
gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, and you're only for 2 days now, but pay attention to how you're feeling the next day with your workout and see if it changes any.
Okay.
And here's another thought. If it is suffering, you could have like one of those things he mentioned. You can have just a little bit of it to start refilling your muscles an hour after the workout, and then continue the rest of your carb intake with the food that you're cooking. So you're kind of splitting that meal up as a smidgen.
Okay.
Yeah, I wondered, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. That is one thing, that's one of the questions I had when, like when me and Michael work out in the morning at 5:30, we don't eat before because it's just so early.
Yeah.
So it says to do 2 post carb meals.
Yes.
So that's kind of what I wondered. What is the latest we need to eat our second post carb meal from the time we finished working out?
Great question.
Yeah, very good question. Well, the first one is going to be the most crucial, the very first meal.
Right.
So if you can get the majority of your carbs in that meal and a little bit less in the second one, that would be beneficial. So basically it's like like when I sent you guys how many carbs you would need, and I said try splitting where you have a little bit less pre and a little bit more post. So basically you're kind of moving your pre to the meal after the post. So you're kind of splitting that. So you can really do that within 2 hours, 3 hours. That would be totally fine. 3 hours. Some people has worked out well with 4 hours afterwards.
Okay.
But if you're eating like a 5 meal, you're going to have to eat a little bit more often anyway. But definitely do the post.
Okay.
Yeah, good question.
Thanks.
Any more questions? No? We're missing Ryan, not Ryan, Thomas Goslin tonight. Ryan Goslin is an actor. Thomas Goslin tonight. So maybe he can catch up. And I'm trying to record this as well. So hopefully it's recording. And then I can share this with you guys so you can go back and rewatch it.
Oh, good. Because I missed like the first, like 3/4 of it.
Oh, no. Okay.
I don't know what was. I know. That's why I wasn't saying anything. I don't know what was going on, but it's fine now. But I didn't hear any like of what we're supposed to do on the non-workout days. But if I can listen back to it, I don't want you to have to go over it all again.
Okay. Yep. And the background noise has quit, so I don't know what was going on. It's crazy. We had background noise at the beginning. So where you're sitting, Allison, you need to sit there every time. It picks it up.
Yes. Well, this is where we were the first time, and so I don't know why it wasn't working at first. But anyways,
funny.
Oh well.
Okay. So is this time working out good for everybody on Tuesday nights? Do you think that would be good? Still 8:15?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's fine.
Then next Tuesday night, we'll do another one, 8:15. And I'll have some different topics to cover. So, and if you guys have any questions between now and then, or if you're not feeling the difference in the WOD, the workout, or your pants are not changing, not getting a little looser, then message me. We need to figure something out. Okay? All right. I'm proud of you guys.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.